Who made beer king at the campsite?
I used to have a kegerator made out of an old 1950s Kelvinator fridge that I restored. Unfortunately, the fridge has given up the ghost, and so I'm left with all these parts. So today I'm going to use all those bits and make a DIY camping draft beer dispenser. First thing we need is an Esky. Pretty sure I've got a spare Esky in here somewhere. If you don't want to use an Esky, obviously you can use a fridge. If you're happy to drill a hole in the side of your camping fridge. I'm not too keen on doing that, so I'm going to use an Esky, and I have a spare one over here in the corner. It's a little bit dirty, but I'm going to be drilling holes in it anyway, so we'll clean it up afterwards. Plenty of room inside. My keg's only a 5-litre keg, so that's perfect. I'm not going to put it on the side. I'm going to drill the hole on the end over there, and then put the keg down that end. And then, as a bonus, we can still play cricket with it. So this is the kit that I've got. I bought it from a company online called iKegger. This one works with a SodaStream bottle. You can also buy it with small CO2 cylinders. They're tiny, but this is easier for me. And then this is the tap. Now, as you can see, the line's a bit dirty. So I've got new line coming tomorrow. I don't know if you can see that, it's filthy. I've got line that I've ordered, it's coming tomorrow, but I've also got the tap. And the disconnects, obviously. These are quick disconnects. They go onto the top of the keg. This one goes onto the keg, and this one goes onto the gas, onto the keg. And that's the 5-litre keg, which is also dirty, but I'll give them all a wash before I put any beer through it. And no, that handle didn't come with a tap. I used to manage pubs in the old days, and that's a relic from those days. Alright, so for the hole we need a 22mm drill to drill the hole. I'm just going to measure to find the middle before I start drilling. So I've got a tape measure over here. So let's measure for the middle. It's about 25mm, so we need 12.5. Out there. Now, where do we want to go through? I'm going to go as low as possible because it's got a bit of a curve on it. We don't want the tap sticking straight up in the air. The tap has got a 100mm shank on it, so there shouldn't be any issues when we come out the other side. Alright, the hole saw's got a bit of a collar on it, so it's hit the plastic and won't go any further, but that's not a problem because we've got one of these. So we'll keep going and hopefully come out the other side. You can see the hole on the inside now, so I've made a hole there. So let's go from the other side. There we go. That was quick and easy. Alright, we have a hole all the way through. Let's just clean it up a bit. Hole goes all the way through. So let's see if we can get the tap through there. Hopefully the hole's big enough to get the tap through. Take all this off. That's off. Tap's off. Alright, got it through. What a pain. It's just sticking out this side. It's thicker than I thought, but that's okay, that's enough. I don't need a lot, just enough to put this collar on. And tighten up the whole lot. Put the beer line on the inside. Tighten that up. There we go. Tap on the outside. There we go. Something else that I wanted to show you was that the tap actually comes off. You just unscrew this collar and the tap comes off. That way you can transport the Esky without risking bumping the tap and your beer going everywhere in the back of your car, your ute, or just wasting beer. Okay, so we now have the tap on. Drop the keg in. Hook up the beer line. Which goes on the top of the one. Drop the gas bottle in. Hook it onto that one. And hopefully we're good to go. Now, like I said, it's not going to stay like that. I'm going to change the lines. The new one's coming tomorrow. So I'm not going to test this right now. That's what it'll look like. Fill it up with ice, or if you want to buy those ice packs, the reusable ice packs, you could put those in, because you'll never have to open the Esky, so the ice will last a long time. Once I've replaced these lines, I will show you how it works. I'm going to clean everything tonight, clean the Esky, clean the keg, clean the tap, and then replace the lines when they arrive tomorrow. Then we'll do a test run before we put any beer in it. If you want to see the kit that I bought, I will put a link in the description to the iKegger kit. There's a few different ones, but I'll put a link to the one that I bought. I've had it for about 5 years now. Thanks for watching to the end. If you've enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and there'll be more videos coming. Thanks a lot. It's a bit shaken up in the ute.